Hey, how's it going, Will Central High School? My name is Staff Sergeant Gonzalez, and I work with the U.S. Army Greeley Recruiting Center. I'm here just to give you guys some information about the Army, in case you're interested in looking at your options with us. I know there's a lot of you, if you were like me, you're probably undecided as to what you want to do. Well, you're in high school right now, and some of you already have a set path. Maybe you just need assistance in achieving that goal. But regardless of what it might be, we can definitely help you out, okay? That's a little about the Army. We are the oldest out of all the branches. We're also one of the biggest, most important organizations in the world, actually. To put things into perspective, I mean, we have Army astronauts. So we cover a lot of different fields in the Army. We have such individuals as Anne McClain, who is a Lieutenant Colonel in the U.S. Army. We have Francisco Rubio, who is also in the Army as an officer, who is also in the NASA program. The Army itself is actually the second highest employer in the United States. And a lot of that's because we have a lot of job options and benefits. And we're one of the few places where even if you don't have work experience or college education, we can build that individual up to not only be successful in whatever career path they pursue, but it also expands on a lot of important key factors that can sometimes be overlooked, like helping someone be a better leader, instilling discipline, being punctual, showing responsibility, having strong work ethic that a lot of these organizations are looking for, okay? Some of the job options that we have, the Army is actually one of the most diverse career training institutions in the U.S. We support thousands of jobs in more than 150 career fields. An individual can train in our medical field to be a doctor, a vet, a dentist, a nurse, just to name a few. We have other career fields that cover law, criminal justice, computer programming, logistics, a wide array of trade jobs, and if you're interested in combat, 10% of our jobs are actually combat. So, but if you can think of it, we probably have it. The good thing is that a lot of these jobs are entry-level jobs in which no experience is required. Okay. So with our contracts, you do have to do a minimum of 3 years, and if you end up doing full-time. And if you decide to make a career out of it, that usually can go anywhere from 3 to 20 years. The good thing is that we're one of the few places that, let's say, if you were to make a career out of it and do 20 years, you would be able to retire. Let's say if you came in at 17, you retire at 37, and the Army would give you a paycheck for the rest of your life. But like I said, you don't have to do that. You can do 3, you can do 4. Maybe you just want to get the job training, the college benefits, and then transition over to the civilian sector, which you can also do as well. Okay. And the good thing is that we are partnered with thousands of companies around the world. And since a lot of people know the kind of training that we provide, a lot of these companies will hire you right straight off the bat when you come out of the Army. Okay. As far as our training, we do have basic training and job training. Our basic training is about 10 weeks long, and our job training can vary depending on what job you end up choosing. Let's say if you end up joining the medical field, it's going to require a little more training because it's very important, obviously. Sometimes it can be 8 months, it can be a year, it all depends, or you can have other jobs where maybe you just go to training for 4 months or such. But the good thing is that while you're doing all this, the Army is paying you a full-time paycheck. They're covering your meals, they're covering your housing. And the thing is, I tell people to take advantage because wherever you actually go do training, you can actually visit the state itself, like the historic monuments, the attractions, that sort of thing. That's what I ended up doing when I ended up going to my job training. Okay. As far as I know some people are worried about COVID, and we are taking strict precautions when it comes to COVID, okay? When we meet with people, if we meet with someone in person, we do take their temperature when we meet. We ensure we wear masks, we apply hand sanitizer, and if you feel more comfortable speaking online, we can do that as well. We can FaceTiming, Skype, Microsoft Teams, and we have also tested our recruiters as well to ensure your safety, okay? Another key factor is education benefits. The Army is very big on education. It's not something that's required to be successful in our organization, but if you decide to pursue it, we have different forms of assistance to help you guys out. One of them being tuition assistance, where we help you in whatever college or university you attend. We can help you pay for that. We have the student loan repayment program, extra military scholarships, reduced tuition. Such as myself, I'm actually attending Grand Canyon University, and the Army's paying for my tuition. They also pay for my books and supplies. I'll be receiving my bachelor's here shortly, and then I'll pursue my master's. We actually have about three recruiters in our station who are already pursuing their master's. So if that's something you're interested in with college, we can definitely help you guys out. With health insurance, I know it's something that you might not be thinking about too much right now, especially at your age. I know I wasn't. And I think part of that is because some people are probably under their parents' health insurance. But once you guys actually get to a certain age, you might need assistance with having health insurance. And so with the Army, it's completely free if you end up doing full time, okay? Even if you decided to do the reserves, even with that, the amount that you actually have to pay for health insurance is very minimal compared to the civilian sector, okay? That's another thing I want to point out, is that we do have options in the full-time Army, and we have options in the Army Reserves, which is part-time. Full-time consists of more traveling around the world, around the states, whereas with the Army Reserves, you can actually stay here, work part-time, and let's say if you want to go to a certain college or university here, you can, and we can help you with that as well, okay? But if you guys are interested in any of these options here, and you are interested in the hiring process, or maybe you just want to come and look at your options with us, we can definitely help you out with that, okay? My name is Staff Sergeant Gonzalez Oscar. You can look me up on social media. Your school also has our information, and if you are interested and you just want the number now, our office number is 970-330-0271, okay? And like I said, maybe you just have questions, looking to explore your options. We can definitely help you out with that, okay? But I appreciate your time. Thank you, guys.